Welcome tonight. It is Oklahoma High School Championship football as we're preparing and inching ever closer to the kickoff of the Class A Division I Oklahoma Football State Championship game in high school football. It is the Tonkawa Buccaneers versus the Rejoice Christian Eagles. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff time. Just to give you a little bit of a recap of how the playoffs have went for both teams. Last year, Rejoice Christian won the title, bringing home their first ever football state championship, beating Hooker 35-14 in that game. This year, Rejoice Christian in the playoffs in the first round beat Morrison by a score of 48-20. And then they had that rematch of last year's state championship game against Hooker, and Rejoice Christian won that one 49-8. And then last weekend, Rejoice Christian on Friday night took on Pawhuska and beat Pawhuska by the score of 42-34 to land in the state championship matchup. For the Tonkawa Buccaneers in the first round, they took on Highschool and beat them 40-7. And then they hosted again for the second round, hosted Minko and beat them 43-22 after going in down at, I think it was down at halftime, 12-0. And then last weekend, Tonkawa played Pecola and beat Pecola in Catoosa by a score of 37-12 to land themselves in the state title game, their first state title matchup since 2019 for the Tonkawa Buccaneers. Again, last year's matchup between Hooker and Rejoice Christian was considered a David versus Goliath style matchup, as Hooker has won a few state championships and Rejoice was trying to capture their first, and Rejoice slayed Goliath. This year, you could say it is again a David versus Goliath, with Tonkawa holding 7 state titles in its school history. Rejoice Christian, again, like I said earlier, bringing home their first state title in football last year, trying to be back-to-back repeats and the only 2 titles Rejoice has won in football. Right now it is I believe it's the Buccaneer band playing the national anthem. And that was the national anthem as they're getting ready for their pregame festivities. The game's about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Teams should be coming on the field here pretty shortly. And throughout the night, I will have an on-site reporter coming in remotely to join the broadcast. They're actually going to be live at UCO in Edmond, Oklahoma at this football game. So they'll be able to give us a live atmospheric feel of what it feels like there at the stadium, as well as updates as to how they see things there live versus how they look maybe on the live stream and on film, be able to give a live feel of, who it feels like there at the stadium has momentum and who doesn't. And so we'll get some live reactions, might even try to sneak in some live fan reactions as well, if we can get with some fans from either side. We haven't talked about that yet, but we might try to work that out as well. He will be joining us hopefully throughout the night, at least after big plays, after touchdowns, after changes of possessions, to give a recap from his view of what had happened. Go ahead and mute that while it goes on to commercial break there for the broadcast. Again, unfortunately, I am not allowed to show the actual live stream, as that's done by a different network and they hold broadcasting rights. But as long as I'm here commentating over the stream, I should be all right. I was all right last weekend when I did it. Should be all right this weekend as well. Again, this is the Tonkawa Buccaneers versus Rejoice Christian Eagles. They're getting ready for the coin toss now. Rejoice Christian Eagles in the black, the black jerseys, gold numbers, purple outlines, and it looks like purple lettering and a purple eagle, maybe a dark blue eagle, on the side of their helmet, as they are the designated home team in this matchup. Everybody's excited for this matchup tonight.
Tonight are CZ Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, Dean Schaefer, outstanding linebacker for this team, Neil Lieber, wide receiver, and then Noah Goodwin.
And with them being in the black with golden, yes, it is a blue outline, dark blue, and dark blue on the helmet, or blue eagles on the helmet. Tonkawa Buccaneers in their away white jerseys with black letters, black numbers, and orange outlines of the numbers and letters, with their black helmet and the orange Buccaneer flag on the side of the helmet. Rejoice in all black, Tonkawa in the white jerseys, black pants.
It is head. You win the toss. You want the ball, you want to defer. You want to defer. Tonkawa is one, defer.
Tonkawa wins the toss and defers the option to the second half.
Turn your backs that way. Turn your backs that way.
Tonkawa defers to the second half, so they will kick. Rejoice will receive the opening kickoff, going right to left or south to north if you're in Oklahoma and at UCO Stadium. They're showing the gold ball now that's at stakes.
And I'm looking for a physical contest. They say the Tonkawa Buccaneers like to hit.
Honestly, from what I've seen, and if I was looking for something on this game, I'm looking for physical action from both sides. The Tonkawa defense likes to be explosive and likes to make hits. We have big playmakers. Tonkawa does on the offensive side of the ball as well. Rejoice Christian has a quarterback that can, it sounds like, launch the ball 60, 70 yards down the field and find a prime target every time wide open. So it'll be interesting to see what this Rejoice Christian offense does against this Tonkawa Buccaneer defense, and which offense and defense tends to hold the momentum the most. I think it is going to be very defensive battle-wise, as if the pass game doesn't seem to work, both will go to the run. Not too quickly, but they do seem to go to the run a little more quickly than what others would. Let's go ahead and listen back in for a little bit.
Noah Goodwin is very elusive and something like that. He's got 26 touchdowns this year and over 1,000.
Rejoice Christian had a running back last year. I'm not sure it's the same guy this year. Maybe it is. But he had 3 rushing touchdowns in the state title game against Hooker. So we can expect that Rejoice Christian will have a running attack as well as a passing attack, and that they'll try to take advantage of both early on to keep Tonkawa Buccaneers on their toes. Head coach Trenton Harmon for the Buccaneers, first season. He was assistant coach last season. It's the first title game since winning Gold Ball in 2018 for the Buccaneers. And Weston Freeman has 6 touchdowns receiving through the season. For Rejoice, head coach Brent Marley, 11th season, 111-27 record, looking to win back-to-back state titles. And their main player, Compton Nero, a big asset for them.
Big things. I think this should be an outstanding game. We got a great crowd on hand here tonight. Visiting stands for Tonkawa are continuing to fill up.
Stands for the Buccaneers, they're saying, are continuing to fill up, meaning fans are still filing in.
And I tell you one thing, Mark, for me,
The Buccaneers
as far as
are
conditions go for a state championship
on the field
game, it's phenomenal.
already. They didn't even show a run through. Oh, the helmet, I'm not even sure they allowed that. But that's usually something the Buccaneers do, is they run through a big helmet to come onto the field.
Championship football here tonight. What's the message to the guys bringing? Rejoice, obviously, a team that has to throw it around, can score a lot of points. What's the key defensively to slow them down a little bit?
Just containing their speed, keeping them in the pocket, and prevent big plays.
What about the other side for your offense? What's going to be the message and the key, I guess, to maybe get them going a little bit early and just get some points?
So here we go. We're getting ready for the opening kickoff. It's Oklahoma High School football, Class A Division I state championship matchup. Rejoice Christian Eagles versus the Tonkawa Buccaneers. And here comes Rejoice onto the field late, 3 minutes before kickoff, and Rejoice is just now coming onto the field.
Turn it up.
Rejoice live on offense when we start the game forward. Then they started a young offensive line. 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and the senior. Patrick, Aaron Jacobs, Sam Nichols, Trace Sanchez, and Andrews. Andrews is the lone senior of the group. Sanchez and Jacobs, the juniors. Sam Nichols.
My on-site reporter might still be trying to file into the stadium. By my understanding, there's a lot of people who made this about hour and a half trek from Tonkawa, Oklahoma, down to Edmond for this championship. Rejoice Christian out of Owasso, Oklahoma, a little farther east than Tonkawa. So their trip probably closer to 3.5 hours, maybe even 4, depending on the route they took. Rejoice Christian fans probably got there a little bit early today. Tonkawa fans like to eat a meal before they go to the game, and sometimes they cut it close getting to the gate before kickoff.
Go ahead and take a time out here. We're still 2 minutes away from kickoff.
Still about 2 minutes away from kickoff officially here. They're going to take a short break. I'm going to go ahead and
places, spaces, and systems that define our communities.
mute.
As a forward-thinking design and consulting firm,
I am also looking for my own advertising and quote unquote sponsors. If you have a business that you would like to advertise through my soon to launch internet radio station on its own platform here on YouTube and now even across my TikTok please reach out to KHLC Radio Network. Getting ready now for the kickoff of this game. They're back
Both
live.
rushes, here they come. Contain their speed is what Coach Harmon said to me earlier.
Keys to victory for the Buccaneers. Contain their speed, play physical, and play together. For Rejoice Christian, there's your take care of the football, control playmakers 4, 5, and 22 for Tonkawa, and stop the run. Tonkawa has a very, very powerful run offense that nobody's been able to stop yet this season.
That was the big difference in Talahina getting that championship, taking care of the football and making sure those turnovers are limited. Number 2, control the playmakers. You see it on the board, 4, 5, 22. We'll mention a lot about them today, but they talked about limiting those playmakers. And then number 3, stop the run. You know the Buccaneers want to do a lot of that, so let's see if the Eagles get that done.
And here we go, Buccaneers with the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Nice end over end kick. Taken at the 12-yard line. Backpedals to the 8 before he starts his forward momentum. Breaks a few tackles. He's open in the open field. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And Rejoice Christian opens up the game with a kickoff return for a touchdown. 6-0 Rejoice Christian here early. Holy cow.
Are soaring early in this contest.
Hopefully my live reporter will be joining us shortly here. Yeah, he took that right down the sideline, right by his own bench and right to the house. Touchdown, Rejoice Christian. Extra point pending. 11:45 left in the first quarter. Literally took 15 seconds off the clock to go 90 yards.
The lone senior starter on the offensive line. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is no good.
Kick is no good. It remains 6-0. Rejoice Christian. And we are back from that short break there. Tonkawa getting ready to receive the kickoff here. Rejoice just scoring if you're just joining us. Tonkawa kicked it off to start, and Rejoice returned it to the house for 6 points, but the extra point no good. So score is Rejoice Christian 6, Tonkawa Buccaneers 0 early in the first quarter. And that kick is going to go all the way through the back of the end zone for the touchback. And the Tonkawa Buccaneers will start at the 20-yard line.
We had almost on the sideline, guys.
Yeah, he's taking some, I think, good nature down there.
I hope you got a good shot of that.
Mommy,
I'm talking about him in the camera shot. Scoring summary, you can see 0 plays, 0 yards, 15 seconds, but that kickoff return going for 89 yards.
Officially an 89-yard kickoff return by Rejoice. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Southwest Official. Welcome in, Jeff the Hut. Welcome in, Doug White, Norzy. Welcome in, welcome in. This is the Oklahoma High School Football Class A Division I State Championship game. Tonkawa Buccaneers versus Rejoice Christian Eagles. Tonkawa Buccaneers 2nd down and 8 now after that first play was a run for a short gain of 2 yards. 22 in the backfield for the Bucs as usual. Run to the outside, finds room, he breaks it. He's at the 40, the 30, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's finally drug out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Big run by Freeman.
Let me introduce you to Mr. Keith. Neck roll and all, jaunting down the field.
I'm sorry, that was Keith.
Big hole by the offensive line, and that's what the Rejoice Christian Eagles have to look forward to.
And now Tonkawa Buccaneers 1st and goal after one play and a 69-yard run. They hand it off to him again, and he's inside the 5 and down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal, Tonkawa Buccaneers.
69 yards.
A 69-yard run officially on that last run. 2nd and goal. 22 still in the backfield.
Johnson takes the snap.
There's a snap. He keeps it himself and gets up to the 2-yard line, but is stopped. It'll be 3rd and goal, Tonkawa.
Number 16, Cade Schaefer, the top tacklers on the defense.
Cade Schaefer on the defense there on the tackle.
Force of the 3rd down here for the Buccaneers.
Well, guys, there's some big dudes on this Tonkawa offensive line.
Famous Tonkawa car, biggest parts. Hand off to Keith,
And he's pushed back.
Pops up. Is he down? I believe so.
He was down. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 1-yard line for the Tonkawa Bucs.
Yeah, it's almost a situation since they took the opening kickoff back and have all this momentum, you kind of have to go for the situation.
There is no hesitation. The offense is ready to go for prime time. Wildcat here, Rusty Freeman.
Freeman in the backfield. He takes it himself, keeps it, and Blitz gets to him, and Rejoice will take over on downs. Deep in their own territory, Tonkawa not able to come away with points. Rejoice 6, Tonkawa 0.
Like the perfect situation right there to just execute the quarterback sneak.
Rejoice now on their 2nd drive, 9:17 to go in the 1st quarter.
All for naught in the Rejoice Christian Eagles.
Hopefully my reporter gets to join in at some point.
First play from scrimmage here.
Well, 3 wide
Rejoice.
for the Eagles.
5 wide, 4 receivers to his left. And
Nero, the quarterback, 5 wide, actually.
Bucs trying to defend this.
Empty backfield. Here come the Bucs, and there's the pass complete. That's Lever on the reception. First down, Rejoice.
Great job by the wide receiver. Lever to bring it in.
Gain of 13.
They hand it off. That goes for about 4 yards there as he's swarmed by the Tonkawa defense. Be 2nd down and about 6 here. Second and 8. They only gave him 2.
It's going to be an offsides penalty if Tonkawa is cased.
That's an offsides for Tonkawa. A defensive penalty.
Offsides, defense. 5-yard penalty.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down. Makes it 2nd down and 3 now. Jeff Snyder, Scott Pettis, Bob McAlpin, part of the referee crew. Handoff taken up around the far side, enough for a first down to the 40-yard line. Rejoice Christian.
It's a great job following the pullers, hits it to the outside, finds the open field and picks up a good chunk of yards.
It runs low to the ground. He's difficult to tackle, very shifty.
Coach Brent Marley mentioned during our pregame conversation how
First 10 Eagles, 8:08 left on the clock in the first quarter at their own 40-yard line.
Done right now.
A lot of motion. A handoff goes up for about 5, maybe 6. They're going to say 8 with a good spot there.
Replay. It's just GT counter. Guard tackle pulling.
2nd and 2, Rejoice Christian right around midfield.
Chunk of yards on first down.
Luke Patrick, the 2 offensive linemen that were out there getting some blocks.
Tonkawa Buccaneer defense bending but not breaking right now.
Nero got to keep it.
And
forward.
Quarterback keeper gets a yard,
Very close to the first down.
maybe 2. And if he got, nope, they're going to make it 3rd and 1, it looks like.
Was able to grab Nero by the ankles and bring it down.
They have spotted the ball. It's first down. They're going to move the chain. It's back to the 40-yard line.
And it is a first down. They spotted it right at the 49-yard line. First down, Rejoice Christian.
Joyce. Return the open kickoff for a touchdown 89 yards away. Bill Tonkawa on a goal line stand for the 2-yard line. Moving the football again on their first drive. Nero looks up to the sideline for some direction. And we will have a timeout.
Rejoice Christian.
Rejoice Christian takes their first time out.
The Eagles want to talk things over.
Eagles want to talk it over. We'll go ahead and mute it up so that we don't get copyright stricken. You're listening to live game reactions and recaps and updates. KHLC Radio Network. Oh, we're back here live now. Noah Goodwin for Rejoice Christian with a 10-yard run and a first down. First play back from break.
Has some physicality on his mind as well.
Goodwin listed as a running back and a linebacker. He runs like it.
Top fast in Wano on the tackle.
Tonkawa defense needs to shore up a little bit.
Release to the short side of the field. It's caught. Wilson still on his feet inside.
Down to the 25-yard line. Rejoice Christian, another first down. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Great running with the football after the catch, just looking at breaking some tackles and finding ways to keep that ball moving.
And there's quickly back at it. They hand it off, and that time the Buck defense swarms and stops. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And the initial penetration by number 60, Gavin Ward, I think is what slowed that play down and allowed those linebackers to get in the mix and make it a 2nd and 10.
Tonkawa defense needs a stand and a stop here. They hand it off, and a short gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Rejoice.
Tried to hit him with that stretch.
Tonkawa defense starting to stiffen up a little bit.
The Buccaneers at all.
3rd and 8. They only gave him 2.
3rd and long for the Eagles. Take a look at the screen, Mark. 3 receivers on the bottom, lone receiver at the top, and you know who it is up there by himself. They're going to bring some safety help over the top now for the Buccaneers.
Bucs still have to watch out for the run here.
Compton Nero finds a hole, off tackle, and he is stopped and knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down for Rejoice Christian.
They had the numbers, and then number 10 defensively, Wano runs in late to fill in that number.
It's 4th and 3 for Rejoice.
And does just enough to kind of slow them.
And Rejoice looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down from the 18-yard line.
From the 12.
Oh, they're going to say from the 12. Okay. I misread the field there. Sorry. No, that's definitely from like the 18. Yeah, that's like from the 18. They misread it.
Well, maybe caught. Compton Nero is going to be stopped. Let's get the stop.
The Buccaneers barely get the stop. He got tripped up on the quarterback keeper, and the Bucs defense holds. And it's a turnover on downs for the Eagles to the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers offense takes the field.
And he had the edge and only one player to beat, and he just couldn't get him off to the outside.
It's a great play by Barrett Wano, and Tonkawa gets the football back at the 16-yard line.
So now Tonkawa takes over at their own 16, and the handoff to Keith up the middle to the 21-yard line. To gain a 5 on the first play. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's 6-0 Rejoice over Tonkawa with 4 minutes and 12 seconds and counting to go here in the first quarter. Rejoice up 6-0. Tonkawa takes a snap, rolls, and the pass is just outside the arms. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's a sprint out pass. Just off target. I almost think it's the only route in the progression. If he saw that it was kind of double covered there and he was just skipping it out of hard play. With the play another down.
There we go, Bucs 3rd and 5. Needing to get something going here. Down 6-0 late in the first quarter. Takes the handoff and a pass down the middle, and it's picked off at the 46-yard line. That's Okafueze, number 4 for Rejoice, taking the ball back for the Eagles.
Now that I'm starting to think, sometimes as a defensive back, you kind of have to trick quarterbacks into throwing into your area so you can make a play. And that time, that pass was just too easily picked off by Okafueze for it to be really considered an open receiver down the field.
Tonkawa defense now back on the field. Rejoice takes over at the Buccaneer 47-yard line, I think is where they officially marked it. Empty backfield for the quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 48. Compton Nero goes straight ahead. Wow, they're getting a big push from this young offensive line, and he takes it all the way down to the 41 for a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3 after a gain of 7 there for Nero.
The
Here we go.
Booing about a defensive holding call.
What's up?
Just because you have to. He was open. He was wide open.
How's it going, Colin?
1-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9, Rejoice Christian. From the Tonkawa 24-yard line.
Hey, Colin, can you hear me?
Performance center over there? Yeah. When I was sitting here, that wasn't even there. Yeah, I think I remember that not being there either. Yeah.
Tell me, what's the atmosphere feel like right there at UCO right now?
Yeah, the atmosphere is pretty loud. As you can hear the fans all cheering. They were booing earlier because of a defensive holding call.
4-yard loss.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
It's a pretty good Buccaneer atmosphere here tonight.
Were you there when Rejoice returned the touchdown from the kickoff?
Couldn't quite understand what you said, but it's 4th and 13 for Rejoice Christian.
And
But the Tonkawa on 28-yard line, so looks like they're leaving their offense out there on the field, and the whole crowd is getting loud. Field goal, your legs are strong enough. And it is caught for a Rejoice Christian touchdown.
CC Rejoice Christian touchdown.
And right now, Tonkawa just got down 12-0. But we all know this lead might not last because Tonkawa is pretty good at coming back.
Yeah, 12-0 early. Not yet out of it for the Buccaneers, for sure.
Hey, well, if I would have trusted my kid, I would have gone for that. Let's try to take the extra point is good, and now it's 13-0 Eagles.
The score with 1:12 remaining in the Rejoice Christian 13 and Tonkawa 0.
And that's the update right now. I'll come back later for more details.
All right, that was Colin Zink live there from the stadium. It's kind of hard for him to hear me, so I just kind of let him take over. As far as where I'm at on the live stream portion of the game, it's still at that 4th and 13 play. So I'm just now getting ready to see this Rejoice Christian touchdown that happened at 4th and 13. So I'll unmute my volume, and there's some kinks that need to be worked out there as he's live. So he's seeing things before I am.
Each team 0 for 1 on 4th down so far in the game. Rejoice will have to go 13 to pick this one up. They get to the 15-yard line or just outside of that. They break the formation. Oklahoma in the backfield with Compton Nero. They're going to throw a wheel route to him down the sideline. He's got it. It's a touchdown. What a pass into double coverage. CZ Oklahoma catches it and scores.
You got an eraser that big, just throw it up to him, and he makes every mistake erased off the board. You don't have that good of a drive. You don't have that good of a running presence, and you get yourself in a 4th down situation and you just throw it up to number 4, he goes up and gets it and makes it look so easy.
That was a spectacular play. Perfect throw by Tonkawa, dropping the block and then even 2 minutes.
So there it is. It's 12-0 Rejoice Christian with the extra point coming. Make it 13-0.
I don't to see why he's the lone scholarship signee to state of Oklahoma. It's pretty crazy.
Did you hear what he said, Josh?
Oh, I heard it.
Just for the extra point. We'll take the timeout.
It's 13-0 Rejoice Christian over the Bucs. We'll be right back after this short break.
What I have covered with
Okay, so we are back here live. Rejoice Christian just kicked off and out of bounds again. That Rejoice Christian touchdown drive took 7 plays, 48 yards, and 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Oklahoma with a 28-yard touchdown reception to cap it off. So here comes the Tonkawa defense from their own 20-yard line, down 13-0.
So Tonkawa will try to break out of this hole.
And nothing doing on the first play of the drive. Be 2nd and 10 for the Bucs.
16 for Rejoice. Aid Schaefer make another stop.
less than minutes remaining in this first quarter.
As well, Tiger Swarovski in the game for the Shakers. Motion for the Bucs. And the ball is on
and the ball's on the ground, and Rejoice Christian has it and will take it over. And not a good start to this game for the Buccaneers as they now turn it over deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line. Rejoice Christian takes it over.
Hold on to it. He actually still tried to play out the fake. He didn't just get on the football there, but Rejoice is in a really good situation to take a 3-series lead.
15-yard line.
They're going to hand it off, and he's going to be stopped immediately. No gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 10, Rejoice Christian. Tonkawa offense with some turnovers. The defense not able to stop Rejoice Christian. It's been all Rejoice Christian here early as we close out the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 to go for Rejoice.
Really needs to stop here.
And Rejoice takes a snap right before the end of the quarter. And he gets 5 yards, maybe 6. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at the second quarter. That ends the first quarter. Rejoice 13, Tonkawa Bucs 0. We'll take a short break. This is Coach Harmon for the Tonkawa Bucks' first year as the head coach of the Bucs. He was the assistant coach there last season. Before that, he had some head coaching experience at some smaller Class B and Class C schools, you know, smaller 8-man football in Oklahoma, doing head coaching, leading the championships and leading to the playoffs. So this isn't a first-time head coaching experience for Coach Harmon, but it is his first year as the Tonkawa Bucks head coach.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at some of the Tonkawa defense strategies.
So his first year as a head coach and the first year for Tonkawa to be back in the championship game in 8 years almost.
Here you have it on the opposite side. Okafuwazi, big-time player. You can see as they're going in motion, this is man-to-man coverage. You have two guys paying attention at all times to Okafuwazi, taking them out of the game. So what is the Rejoice Eagles trying to do? They're trying to run away from that where they have the numbers, and they're trying to take advantage of it. Let's see what they do here in the second quarter.
Good look, Goodwin takes the handoff and goes forward and is still fighting. He's got yardage inside the 5 first.
It's going to be a first and goal for Rejoice Christian after a tough run there by the running back.
The end zone time.
And looking for the end zone yet again are the Eagles.
Good job by Goodwin.
Tight formation, handoff to Goodwin. And
Handoff to Goodwin. He's belted in the backfield. No gain at all.
Around the pile, getting up off the bottom of the pile for Tonkawa, number 58. And number 51, Jax Thompson.
Thompson in on the stop for the Bucs.
Who's the first player in the backfield right there that really put a helmet on Goodwin? It looks
Second
like
goal now.
Number 51 for the Buccaneers, and that being Jack Thompson or number 0. Teachable.
There's a snap for Rejoice, and he's taken down again in the backfield by the Bucs, and it's third and goal as this Bucs defense tries to make a defensive goal line stand.
Rejoice was able to get a stop earlier.
That time it was number 9, Campbell, and I'm being told that he was also the player in the backfield on the last play as well.
Rejoice third and goal.
Down and goal for Rejoice. Compton Nero hands it to Goodwin. Is he in? Touchdown.
Touchdown, Rejoice Christian. That's going to be 19-0 now. 10:28 to go in the second quarter.
It just felt like the more they kept pounding that football, eventually they were going to get into the end zone. But this time, they do just that. As he's escorted by
So the Bucs in a big hole here early. They have been down before, and they have battled back before. So I never count the Tonkawa Buccaneers out when it comes to a championship game.
Andrus lining up for the extra point.
Here comes the extra point from Rejoice Christian. Kick is up, and it is good. Makes it 20-0.
10:28 to go.
10:28 to go in the first half. Rejoice shutting out the Buccaneers. We're going to take a quick break. Okay, and we're back from that short little break there. Tonkawa Buccaneers getting ready to return a kickoff. See if the Bucs can get something going on their offensive drive. See if they can stop from making any more mistakes offensively. And if their defense can shore things up, Tonkawa Buccaneers can climb back into this. And they have done so before in the past.
But no mistake. It it's quite breezy. Like I said, he's kicking right into it here.
Now Rejoice Christian in the second quarter kicking into the wind. So maybe his kicks won't go out of the end zone like they have been.
Touchdown reception from senior ZZ Oklahoma, and then a run 2 yards out for Godwin, or Goodwin, for Rejoice Christian. 3 touchdowns.
Buccaneers on the return up to the 30-yard line. Maybe to the 31.
And here's a summary of the last drive.
Yeah, 6 plays, 6 plays, 15 yards, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. You can see right there, it got started with a fumble from the snap and then going into the end zone as Goodwin for his first touchdown of the ball game.
He blitz to the backfield, and he is going nowhere. Thrown down for a loss. And as we mentioned,
He'll be staying down now for the Buccaneers.
Senior linebacker, another great game.
Yeah,
2nd and
here's the
16
deal.
now,
If
as
you're
the Bucs were stopped in the backfield.
the Buccaneers, we're gonna have to figure out a way to kind of loosen up this defense because they're going cover 0. There's nobody back. They're just man-to-man across the board and loading up the box and daring these guys to run directly at them. They got to show a way that they can pass the football and loosen things up here.
Tonkawa Bucs have been kneel in the passing game so far. And another one goes nearly nowhere. It's going to be 3rd down Buccaneers.
That's not the
3rd and 14 as he gained 2.
That's more of a long play, just a sweep to the outside, just a quick out, hit something. The defense is still.
The Buccaneers need to do something to get their passing game going. Their running game not working here, and Rejoice now stacking the box, daring the Buccaneers to run.
I know Tonkawa wants to run the football. Which one of these defenses is built to handle this offensive style? And right now, the Rejoice Eagles have shown up saying they are capable of handling the challenge of this running attack.
Rejoice Christian going to take a timeout there, 2nd of the half.
Struggling a little bit, getting off the field defensively.
We'll take a timeout with them. Second timeout.
We'll go ahead and take a little timeout with them. We'll be right back here, KHLC Radio Network. Live reactions and updates.
Down and 13.
3rd down and 13 here for the Buccaneers. One in the backfield. There's the snap. He rolls.
Has pressure. Boyd's one man. He was able to make a couple of men miss, but he eventually
Gets taken down in the backfield, and it'll be 4th down and long for the Bucs.
He never had any time to set his feet. You can see the blitz come immediately from the linebackers. He avoids 1, 2, 3, but can't avoid 4, 5, and 6. And he goes down, and you can see the quarterback there coming up a little bit gingerly after those
4th and 17 now
double tackles
for the Bucs.
Well, 4th down.
no one back to return for Rejoice. They're going to get a really nice roll. This ball is continuing to roll inside the 15 down to the 10. So a very successful punt formation as Tonkawa gets off a great kick with the wind behind their back, and Rejoice will have it inside the 10-yard line.
And the Buccaneer
here's the question.
Punt rolls all the way down to the 10-yard line there. So the Buccaneers at the 10, or the Rejoice will take over at the 10-yard line. 8:06 left in the second quarter. How's things looking from your end, Colin?
Yeah, it's kind of gone away from the crowd a little bit so I can hear you better. But yeah, Tonkawa had a good punt, 68-yard punt down the 8-yard line, but their offense is struggling, Casey. They can't seem to really do anything against Rejoice Christian right now. They're down 20-0 here early on in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it looks like number 40 for Rejoice Christian. I keep forgetting what his name is. He looks like he's the premier running back out of the backfield, and he looks like he's a powerful back to a big boy.
Oh yeah, I've noticed him too. I mean, he looks like a good sized fullback, and yeah, he scored that previous touchdown for Rejoice Christian, and something's got to happen for Tonkawa. Well, this is going to get ugly, Casey.
Yeah, it's already kind of getting there. It's 20-0, but we've seen the Bucs come from behind before. It's just a matter of what kind of adjustments can they make at halftime or even before halftime to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do and see if their old line can block better or something, because it's not. Maybe they'll find some Buck magic.
What's your overall thoughts so far of how the Buck defense is holding up?
Defense is holding up great. It's just the offense that's struggling. It's like the Oklahoma Sooners. Their defense is great, but their offense is struggling. And you know, you just got to get more confident, in my opinion.
He's underneath that rock. Good job by.
Does it seem like the Buccaneer crowd is out of it any, or are they still there and still in the game?
Oh, they're still in the game, Casey. It's still loud. It's still crazy. I mean, they still haven't given up on their team yet, which is great. I mean, because like we saw against Minko, where they were down 19-7, they were still in it, and they came back and won. So we'll see how this crowd affects the game later on.
All right, Colin, if you want to, I'll go ahead and let you go for now. If you want to, check back with me at halftime.
All right, will do.
Yep. There's some live check-ins there from Mr. Colin Zink, live on site at UCO. Found him a spot away from the crowd where he can talk to me when he checks in. That's a little nice there. But as he's saying, right now, this Tonkawa defense holding up nicely. It's not their defense really that's the problem. It is the offense right now. The offense cannot get anything going for the Tonkawa Buccaneers. 4th and 6 here for the Eagles. There's a snap and a quick punt.
It's a low punt. Ball is rolling at the 41, 42-yard line.
It'll go down to the 45-yard line, and Rejoice and Tonkawa Buccaneers will take over at the Eagles 45. So the best field position, I think, for the Bucs all day.
Well, after the play was over.
Yeah,
there is a penalty.
Feisty at the line of scrimmage for both teams with no flags yet, but I think this one might be one of those personal fouls.
There's a flag down well after the play. See what this is about.
We'll see what the call is here momentarily.
See if they're offsetting or if they're only against one team.
Then the kick. Personal foul. Black. We'll go 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So now the Tonkawa Buccaneers will have it at the Eagle 30-yard line and closing in on red zone. Great field position after the penalty, absolutely, for the Buccaneers. First 10 Bucs. Snap and a handoff. And he goes for 6 yards. And it'll be second down and 4. And that's a good start offensively for the Buccaneers.
Right now, Mark, They got to turn this into some points.
The Buccaneers need points desperately here as we are approaching the 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
Right now.
Down 20-0 are the Bucs.
Tonkawa found themselves behind in their home game against Minko in the second round. Big second half.
They're down 19-7 at halftime against Minko and rallied back. Hand off to Keith. Keith still going, feet turning inside the 15 and down at the 14 or 13-yard line, depending on where they spot him. It'll be 1st and 10, Buccaneers.
Staying patient behind the line. Picking up the first down for those Buccaneers.
It's a gain of 11. Schaefer held on and is credited with the tackle. Clock moving here at 5:30.
5:30 and counting on the clock now
On the move.
in the first half to go. Tonkawa 1st and 10, and the Bucs are now going to call a timeout.
It's the first of the half.
The first timeout for the Bucs of the half.
Threatening on the 13-yard line.
The Bucs are on the 13-yard line, threatening to score, down 20-0. We'll see if the Bucs can put some points on the board, hopefully 7, maybe even 8, and draw this thing a little closer. Another defensive stand right before halftime. The Bucs do get the ball to start the second half, so that'll be something the Bucs will be looking at if they get the ball back before halftime, of whether they want to try to put some points on the board or not. But as it stands right now, it's 20-0 Rejoice Christian. Just under 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Tonkawa Buccaneers offense been struggling up to this point, but their defense has been what's been, if you want to say keeping them in the game, that's what's been keeping them in the game, is the defense of the Buccaneers. Looks like the offense with a good field position start after a punt and a penalty by the Eagles. Now the offense looks to be firing, and they are back now live. See if the Bucs can put points on the board. Another handoff to Keith inside the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Man, Keith is just one of those running backs that you just have to wrap up and hold on.
Keith is a big running back. He's short on the shorter side, he looks like, but he's stouter in build. So, like they're saying, you got to wrap him up and hold on to him. 2nd down and 7 after a gain of, they're just going to give him 3. And he gets it down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings 3rd and 5. Oh, they only give him 1. Freeman took the direct snap there for the Bucs, trying to change up the look for the Buccaneers, and decided to keep it on the option. 3rd and 4 for the Bucs. There's the snap. He rolls. And he cannot get past enough defenders and takes a big loss. It's going to be 4th down now in what looks like 20.
Johnson trying to reverse field there and find and hope the wide receiver just give himself some more time to look into the
Timeout Tonkawa, 4th and 18. 3:31 to go in the first half.
No doubt.
Rejoice's defense is very, very tough and very fast. Seems to be giving all kinds of difficulties to this Tonkawa offense early. All Tonkawa can really do now is at 4th and 18, they have a kicker that can kick the field goal. from this distance.
I'll tell you, it's been
So they take the 3 points going to halftime and try to regroup and come out in the second half and start scoring sevens.
both.
Bucs look like they're keeping the offense on the field. 4th and 18.
Timeout by Rejoice looks like. It's a confusion.
Rejoice is going to bring it down. That's their third and final comment of the half.
Rejoice Christian just took a timeout. That's their 3rd and final
Are you
of the half. We're going to go ahead and mute up so we don't get in any copyright trouble. Hello, welcome in Agent 6138. Thank you for joining. Fourth and 18 for the Bucs. There's the snap, and a whistle's blown dead. Penalty.
Please put 3:31 back on
Oh.
the clock, please.
Nope, there was a clock issue. Should be 3:31 on the clock, not 3:30. So refs correcting the clock.
Yeah, 3:31 on the clock.
I
think the clock started running. Looks.
I'm going to reset that play clock. It's already been up at 10.
I'm still waiting. Johnson throws it, and it was intended for Weston Freeman.
And the Buccaneers turn it over.
Signals crossed.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 from the 22, from their own 22-yard line.
Trying to run a double move route with a nice little out up, but he only was calling for the out, which if I was Freeman, I'm thinking the same thing because here's the situation: it's 4th and 18, coach. Why would I just run back?
Hey, what guys? That ball had a little more air. Neil Lieber, that's a big 6. There's nobody on part.
3:26 to go for Rejoice. They can really feel pretty comfortable here without having to move the ball a ton with this 20-0 lead. Off the
First play goes incomplete for the Eagles. Be 2nd and 10 with 3:20 left in the first half.
A couple of these passes, especially when he's moving out of the pocket, he's just been a little inaccurate, just losing a little bit of touch on that football, just floating over his wide receiver's head. I need to talk to the Owasso and ask him about calming down a little bit, really focusing on putting a little bit more touch on that football.
Bucs defense on the field, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. That keeps it himself, stopped nearly immediately, only a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Be 3rd down.
Well, defense has done a nice job here the second.
Yeah, especially in the running game. This defensive line has done a great job of handling
More like 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
secondary. Right now, it seems like Rejoice has just been content with trying to run the football.
3rd down and 8 to go. Joyce has been in 5 wide open. He finds Goodwin. It is
Goodwin with the catch up to the 42-yard line. 1st down, Rejoice Christian. After a big pass and catch.
Takes after he throws that football into the feet together. He comes up a little hobble. Good job by Goodwin getting himself open. Getting himself open
2:18 and counting on the clock. Rejoice Christian trying to move the ball. Handoff goes nowhere. Maybe 1 or 2 on the game.
Number 8, linebacker Case Contest leads the team.
Again, great job of handling the game. Just on third down, and find that passing game.
2nd and 9. They gave him 1.
Compton Hero rolling out to his right, and he's going to keep it. And he is hit late out of bounds.
And it's easy call, like late hit coming in.
Well past the right out of bounds. This one is going to cost Tonkawa a first down on 15 yards. Rejoice will have it at the 35-yard line for the Bucs.
And after something like that, it's good to see Compton Hero back on his feet and walking into the huddle. Because that was a dangerous hit.
I didn't see a flag. But they're calling the flag there. They hit out of bounds on Tonkawa. 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Seemed like Compton Hero, just a sophomore, getting a lot of D1. I just noticed on the last couple of days, it's got 10 seasons. One of 11 D1 offers.
It's big to SMU and just big to Arizona State. Both of those were big home wins for those teams. Saw SMU beat Miami and saw Arizona State beat Texas Tech.
Now the Eagles are at the Buccaneer 35-yard line. 1st and 10, minute 42 left in the first half. Tonkawa down 20-0. Nero's pass incomplete. 2nd and 10, 138 left on the clock.
Two receivers. And they'll get it back. 2nd down to go 138.
2nd down and 10, 138 left to go. Rejoice Christian with the ball in Buccaneer territory. And Goodman with the run. He's got the first down for the Eagles across the 25-yard line. A minute and a half left to go on the clock.
The runs we were seeing on those first couple of drives for the Eagles.
There's the snap and the pitch incomplete.
See what the referee says.
And it's Tonkawa football after the fumble. 1:09 left on the clock in the first half, and the Buccaneers take over.
Is that what happened? Because, I mean, he was there the whole time. I mean, you could see he kind of gets on top of it. He had it the whole time.
I don't know. It looked like shit. That ball bounced out, and it clearly bounced right in the hand of David. And he had the football. First referee, so Bucs. Seconds to see if they can score. They'll get the football.
Bucksmobile on the sideline at UCO tonight.
Johnson. And it's a gain of 4.
There's going to be a penalty on the Bucs, holding 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yep, there's a holding there on number 66 of the offensive line.
Take a look at this. Unfortunately, I think it might have been from that angle. Number 13, the intended wide receiver, Luke Baker, just never got on top of it.
So now it's going to be first down and 20 for the Bucs.
Tipped.
It's going to be 3rd and 20 now for the Bucs. As the Bucs just cannot get it rolling on offense. Still. See what kind of adjustments the Bucs make at halftime to try to get themselves back into this game. Yep. There's a snap, throw, and just over the head of his receiver. That'll be 4th down and 20, 38 seconds to go, and then the Bucs will probably punt.
Suggests that Tonkawa does have an aerial attempt.
Said he could really throw the football, and you just sailed that one over everybody.
I did it this afternoon, Mark. Don't worry. I was giving quarterback props and he had a big strip sack on the very next play.
You guys really like this announcer jigsaw.
3rd down and long.
Third down and long now. Yes, it is.
Straight drop back to Johnson. Gonna throw this one up. It's caught. At the
Caught
30-yard line.
at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 10.
They're gonna go for it.
I mean, 20 seconds remaining in the first half. 26 seconds remaining on the play clock. I think they're just going to let this thing run out.
Tonkawa likely just going to let this thing run out at 4th and 9 and go to halftime down 20-0. Buccaneers. And that will do it. And hopefully momentarily we will have Mr. Colin Zink, our on-site reporter, joining us to give us a live atmospheric update of what it feels like at the stadium at halftime on that Bucs sideline. Bucs down 20-0 to the Eagles. Eagles been doing good so far moving the football. Buccaneers not able to on offense. The Buccaneer defense been the only reason the Rejoice doesn't have more than 20 points at this point, and that this isn't a bigger, if you would call it, blowout right now.
What is the key for the second half? We'll take a break. We'll come back. Enjoy the halftime interviews.
Tonkawa does get the ball to start the second half.
Rejoice so far in the first half. They lead it 20-0.
And I'm going to mute this up on my TV, and I'm going to bring up Mr. Colin Zink and let him give us a recap of that first half and what it feels like going into halftime. Mr. Zink, how you doing?
Hello, Casey. Yeah, halftime just started, and near the end of the first half, Tonkawa recovered a fumble. And honestly, I didn't think Tonkawa recovered it because it looked, from my end, it looked like Rejoice Christian fell on top of it. But, you know, when people start piling up, start fighting for a ball, it gets a little scruffy down there. So I guess one of them came down with it. And yeah, if I'm the Tonkawa coach at halftime, I'm just telling my guys, hey, we got to calm down. We got to reevaluate the situation. I mean, we came back from being down 19-7. We can do this. I mean, they just got to find more confidence, Casey.
Right. Well, on the live stream, the good thing about me watching the live stream is I could see that fumble, and they showed the replay. And on the replay, the ball was still kind of loose on the guy's arm, on the side of his arm. And the Tonkawa player, Duvall, picked up the loose football still. So it did kind of look like at first that the Rejoice Christian guy had it, but it was actually like laying on the side of his arm, still loose.
Yeah.
And there were referees right there that saw it, and they called it the way it should have been called. Yeah, Tonkawa's got to get something going with their receivers. They've got to get their pass game going. I noticed the Rejoice Christian started going into a lot of cover zero. Basically, daring Tonkawa to just throw on them or saying run on us and see if you can get past them. He's back in the box.
Yeah, there's putting like eight or nine guys or whatever in the box, and I'm looking at one play, and I see the corner up playing press man, and I'm thinking, hey, that guy runs a fade route and he throws it and catches it, he's gone because there's no safety back there. But they didn't obviously run it, but that's something that I would have done. There's no deep safety. They're playing press man. You throw that fade route and he catches it, and he's gone. That's 6.
Well, and see, I think that's something maybe a lot of fans don't realize, or a lot of people outside of Tonkawa don't realize anyway, is that this coach this year was the assistant coach last year for the Buccaneers. So he just kind of took over the helm anyway. And the players really love this coach. There were some interviews done before this game, earlier in the week in Oklahoma City, and the players, like, they were held this coach in high regards. The atmosphere he brought, the workouts he brought, the way he coached, the way he told the team to stay together, like, the team really bought into it from an early standpoint, they said. But again, it comes down to they rely heavily on their run game, and right now Tonkawa's run game is not there. They've got to get something going through the air to loosen up this Rejoice Christian defense.
Yeah, their running game isn't there, like you said, and Tonkawa's quarterback's got to settle down as well. He's thrown some questionable passes. I mean, I think it was 3rd and 18. He threw what was supposed to be like maybe a short out route to a receiver, and it was well short. The defender put his hands on it, but it touched the ground before he could pick it off. But yeah, I mean, it's got to start with their offense. They just got to settle down and calm down.
Yeah, that play, it looked like the wide receiver was trying to run an out and up, and the quarterback thought he was just running the out. So, and that's kind of, and if I'm the receiver, I'm thinking the same thing though, because it was 3rd and 18 or 4th and 18. You're gonna want to run an 18 or 20-yard route, not a 5-yard route. What's a 5-yard route? For the quarterback, I think the wide receiver had the right mindset, and maybe the coach did, and maybe the quarterback didn't get that relayed from the sideline correctly.
Yeah, but atmosphere-wise, the crowd's still here. I mean, this is a college stadium, Casey, and the Tonkawa fans are filling up both rows of stands. I mean, they are filling the stands up. So the atmosphere is pretty well built here.
And that's something Tonkawa's always had going for them too, to help them get back into games when they're down, is their fans don't give up early. Well, it's 20-0 at halftime. And, they're going to stay there and they're going to get rowdy and they're going to cheer, and that's going to help drive this team to get back into it. I would not be surprised to see Tonkawa come out and score 2 or 3 quick touchdowns and bring this game right back to even.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'll catch you in the middle of the 3rd quarter or start of the 4th.
All righty, sounds good.
Yep.
That was Colin Zink coming in with a live update during halftime. Tonkawa down 20-0. Seems like they got a little bit of momentum maybe going there in the first half. But as far as coming into the second half, Tonkawa does get the ball to start the second half, and that offensive drive will decide a lot for the Buccaneers on how the rest of this night's going to go. If they can get a successful offensive drive, get 7 points or 8 points on the board, then all of a sudden the Buccaneers have life and the team's breathing and feeling like they've got a shot at this, and it becomes a totally different ball game for the Eagles, defensively and offensively. I think the Tonkawa defense has been getting pressure all night on that Eagles quarterback, especially there toward the late part of the first half. I think if they continue that pressure and continue getting to him a little bit, it'll throw him off on his timing, and he might throw even a few interceptions. We might see a few offensive turnovers for the Eagles and the defense for Tonkawa coming up with some turnovers. We'll have to stay tuned and see how this second half plays out. As right now they are at halftime. I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to pause for the cause. Still at halftime here. We're awaiting the second half of action. Still awaiting teams to come back on the field. If you're just popping in for a score update, it is 20-0. Eagles over the Buccaneers at halftime from UCO in Edmond, Oklahoma. So we're still awaiting the return from halftime. It is 20-0 Rejoice Christian Eagles out of Owasso, Oklahoma, 20. Tonkawa Buccaneers, 0. Buccaneers defense kept Rejoice Christian out of the end zone a few times, keeping them at 20 points. If it wasn't for the Tonkawa defense, this score could be more along the lines of like 34-0 at halftime. So if you're Tonkawa Buccaneers, you're glad it's only 20-0, and you're hoping the team can make adjustments as they go into the second half of action. And they do get the ball to start the second half. So if they can score, momentum might actually be in their side or on their side. But right now, it's a steep hill to climb for the Tonkawa Buccaneers, down 20-0 in the state championship, Class A Division I. We're still awaiting the teams to return to the field and action for the second half. I'm going to go ahead and take another break. I am looking for advertisers and sponsors. If you have a business you want advertised, please reach out to me on my socials so we can discuss advertising opportunities where your business can be heard during these breaks and times where I mute. Still at halftime here as the Buccaneers trail 20-0 to the Eagles. The Buccaneers will get the ball to start the second half. Teams are still in the locker rooms making their adjustments and their game plans for the second half. Thank you for sticking around. We will be back shortly with second half action to the Class A Division I state title game in the state of Oklahoma. Teams are just now returning to the field. They'll have a few moments of warm-up time before the kickoff to the second half. Tonkawa won the toss to open the game, deferred to the second half, so they will receive the kickoff coming out of the locker room. If you're Tonkawa Buccaneers, you're glad you received the kickoff as you're down 20-0. This will give you the first chance to get on the board and get some things going in your favor early in the second half to try to swing this game in your favor. The Buccaneer fans filling up the stands on the away side of the stadium. Rejoice Christian not looking like they have a whole lot of fans. They have some fans over there you can see, but it's hard to see exactly what their fan base looks like as the angle for the live stream is from way up high in the press box down. So you can see probably a quarter of the fan base, but the stands definitely do not look as full on the home side as they do looking at that away side. So just a few minutes here, and we'll be going to the second half of action. Tonkawa Bucs, Rejoice Christian. Rejoice Christian on top at halftime, 20-0. KHLC Radio Network. We'll be right back. Team still warming up before the second half of action, but it should be getting underway here momentarily as the Bucs receive to start the second half. Tonkawa Buccaneers in search of their 8th state title in school history in football. Rejoice Christian looking to make it back-to-back championships and back-to-back champions, bringing home their only 2 titles for the school in football. Last year was their first. They're looking to make this year the back-to-back and their second in history.
1 second.
Take a little break here.
Statistics.
Okay, here we go. They're taking the field. Here we go. Let's look at some stats. Tonkawa, 75 rush yards. Rejoice, 86.
Here's the thing.
Tonkawa, 13 pass yards. Rejoice, 80. Total yards, 166. Rejoice, 88. Tonkawa, 12 first downs for Rejoice, 3 for Tonkawa. Tonkawa, 4 penalties, 40 yards. Rejoice, 1 for 15. Tonkawa, 2 turnovers. Rejoice, 1. So Rejoice dominated that first half of action. Tonkawa Buccaneers look to receive the kickoff here to start this second half of action.
Third down and fourth down on the opposite side. third down and fourth down. The Tonkawa Buccaneers 0 for 5 and 0 for 2 on defense. So it's a situation where things need to get cleaned up here on those money downs, and Tonkawa needs to do a better job.
And here comes the kick from the Eagles. There it is. There's the kick. And it's booted through the end zone. Touchback. Tonkawa will start at their own 20-yard line.
Need to get things on the offensive side of the football by quarterback Casey Johnson.
Yeah, Casey Johnson struggled there in that first half. Just couldn't get anything going.
Let's see what the Buck offense looks like coming out of the locker room here in the second half to start the second half. One back in the backfield. They're stacking the box of Rejoice. There's the handoff, but he finds some room, makes a hole, and gets about 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3. Oh, they're going to give him 9, and it's going to be second and 1 for the Bucs.
Game, excuse me, the second half.
Yeah, we're going to have a false start.
That's going to be a false start on the whole entire Tonkawa offensive line. 5-yard penalty, second down. Second and 6 now for Tonkawa. We have Jeff Snyder, Scott Pettis, Bob McAlpin, George Roach, and Fred Petit as the game officials tonight. There's another handoff. Buccaneers up to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. It'll be third down and 3. A long 3 or short third down and 4. Short 4.
Safety of his defense.
Buccaneers take the snap, roll, the pass way over his head. It's fourth down.
Again, I posed the question. We knew in this situation offensively what both of these teams wanted to do. Tonkawa wants to run the football. The other side, the Eagles want to be balanced and explosive with the passing game. Defense can handle either offense attack. And right now, Rejoice Christian, the Eagle, they're starting.
Buccaneers 4th and 4.
Play man, just load them up.
Looked like he was going to take a Rejoice bounce, but does to Rejoice territory. This one down. It's touched.
First down. Yeah. Some talk about kind of hit it a little earlier than to roll the forward. The game is happening. Once you get kind of the first level of the stage.
Punt for the Buccaneers on their first drive. Score remains 20-0.
Rejoice takes over. They've won the rushing battle tonight. I don't know if we predicted that in the pregame. They have rushed the Buccaneers 86-75.
But
Deep
pass. I mean, Eagles deep pass. The Buck defense able to hold. It's going to be second and 10 for the Rejoice Eagles.
Yeah, it's just a good job by the defense.
They called a defensive holding.
Good job by the defensive back.
There's a 10-yard penalty and a first down for Rejoice Christian. Not sure I saw that.
Right here, that is enough for a holding call just by holding the hands there just a little bit. But I thought it was enough of a collision to let it go. I was initially going to say good job by collisioning and stopping the route and the time of the route. But flag gets called.
Rejoice Christian, another long ball and incomplete. The receiver lays out for it, and it's just a little bit outside of his outstretched arms. Be 2nd and 10, Rejoice Christian from
Great job playing
the
out.
Buck 35-yard line.
Love to see that effort. Let's put it come up. Gotta see that more in the high school game. Gotta lay out. Give your quarterback.
10:21 to go in the third quarter. Rejoice 2nd and 10, deep inside Buck territory.
Let's open up this drive. Tonkawa's going to adjust on defense. Handoff goes to.
And they get him in the backfield. There's the Buck defense,
Jax Thompson.
led by Jax Thompson. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Eagles. I think it's a little longer than 10. It's probably 3rd and 11 or 12 at least. They say 3rd and 10.
See, they're kind of seeing what defense they're in. You can see it's man across the board. Now they're shifting out of the defense, showing that man is in disguise that they're going to go to a cover 2 here.
Screen pass, Oklahoma, he catches it at the 35, showing some speed, and he's got the first down.
And Oklahoma hits the reception and works his way down inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Rejoice Christian.
In this game, this time he shows the ability to run after the cat with a quick little screen route, picks up the first down with the
Back up the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes to Goodwin. He's got a solid 4 or 5 yards before the Bucs take it down. 7-2, getting up off the pile.
2nd and 6 now, Rejoice Christian. Just inside the 20-yard line.
It just seems like this was
19 is where they have it spotted. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Ball's on
the ground. Tonkawa's got it again. And the Bucs come up with another turnover on defense, holding off the Eagles. Score remains 20-0. Bucs take over. 8:51 to go in the third quarter. And if the Bucs offense can just get something going and get some points on the board, you feel like the defense can make enough stops for the offense to bring themselves back into it. Just a fumble on the snap by the offense, and Buck defense pounced on it. There's a snap by the quarterback.
Now the rush is back there, and he is being chased. Johnson is able to turn the corner and get into the open. What move by Johnson?
And Johnson, enough for a first down for the Buccaneers. This is going to be 1st and 10.
Play lasted that long. There's no flags on the field. Take a look at Johnson just escaping the pressure left and right, picking up some good blocking from his teammates. And finally,
he escaped in the backfield from a few sacks, then made a few defenders miss, got a few good blocks, and took that for almost 20 yards. What a drive there, or what a play there by the quarterback. Now they hand it off, and he gets about 6 or 7 there. It'll be 2nd down and 3 or 4 for the Buccaneers. And his offense starting to get a little momentum if they can just keep it going and stop the penalty. The Buccaneers now at their own 44-yard line after starting at their own 20. 2nd and 3, just under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's a snap. He's going to keep it himself. 1st down and more for the Buccaneers at the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at midfield. Bucs.
Picks up a good first down.
Patrick and Goodwin. They're going to stop.
With the keeper, bounces off of the defender down to the 45-yard line. Down to the 35-yard line, my bad. That's a 1st down, Buccaneers in Eagles territory. No, that was at the 39-yard line. Another quick play and quick handoff. That one goes about nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be stuck in 10 bucks.
Great job by number 3 for the Eagles. Wilson on the outside. And another Eagle up there.
Wilson on the defense for the Eagles stretches it to the outside and allows the defense to catch up to him. 2nd and 9, Tonkawa. Hand off to Keith again, and he drives forward for 2 or 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 3rd down. Excuse me, and 7. Hey, no. Third and 6. Buccaneers. There's the snap and the roll and a pass. Incomplete. A little bit behind the receiver. Bring up 4th down and 6.
What they say, Mark. It's your hand. Try to pull it in. Drop.
That's a drop there by the receiver, number 5. That would have been enough for a first down for the Bucs. Now it's 4th and 6. Bucs looks like they're going for it from the 36-yard line. They need to the 29. Caught. First down, Buccaneers, as the catch is hauled in. But it looked like Duvall on the reception. Big 4th down conversion, and it was number 1 Duvall.
Quarterback showed that he's available. It's a good route from the wide receiver.
Buccaneers driving. There's a snap. And Freeman wrapped up at the 26-yard line and a flag down. Yeah. And a face mask on the Eagles, it looks like maybe.
5-yard face mask on the defense.
A 5-yard penalty. And it's a repeat of first down. So it'll be 1st and 5, Tonkawa at the 23-yard line. Buccaneers driving, 5:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap and the handoff. He bounces to the outside, finds the hole inside, and gets up to the 15-yard line.
Here's the face mask on that last play. You can see number 8 for the Eagles. White definitely had a hand through the face mask. Did let it go.
There's a handoff to Keith again. And a flag comes down. We'll see what the penalty is. It looks like it might be defensive by the finger points, but we'll see.
Holding on the defense.
Holding defense against the Eagles. First down for the Bucs. It'll be 1st down and 10. Bucs. We have Colin Zink joining us back in. I'm going to bring him back in. The Bucs just took the 1st and 10 off a defensive holding with 5:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. They're calling it 1st down and 2 now. Welcome in, Colin.
Hey, Casey, Tonkawa just scored a touchdown from
I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen the touchdown just yet. So give me just a second here. There it is. There it is. I saw it. Nice touchdown. Go ahead and explain to me what you saw there on that drive.
Yeah, a little more confidence on Tonkawa's offense. They drove down the field methodically. I thought they chewed up a little more clock than they should have. But, hey, they're on the board. The Bucs are cooking, and now it's up to their defense to make a stop in their offense to do something else.
Now, I was just saying earlier before they came back for right after they came back from halftime, with that last stop that the Bucs defense made, that it felt like if the defense could get something or the offense could get something going, that it felt like the defense could make enough stops for the Bucs to get themselves back into it.
Oh, yeah, that most definitely, Casey, and that's kind of what we're seeing right here. Rejoice Christian kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple of penalties, and Tonkawa just, like I said, methodically drove down the field. Passing game still needs some work, but the running game is getting there, and they had it 1st and 2 at one point, and now they're in the end zone, and now they just got to finish it out.
Down 14, as it looks like the extra point was no good. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was blocked.
Blocked extra point. All right. And it does remain 20-6 right now. What's that Buck atmosphere feel like there on that Buck sideline now after that first touchdown?
Oh, it feels a lot more alive, Casey. The band was playing the fight song. People are cheering more louder. It's starting to feel like Buck country's coming alive here.
And would you say, looking over to that other side, that's kind of where the live stream is coming from, is the press box on the home side. So it's hard to see what the fan base looks like over on that other side. Do they have a good fan base over there, or did they have not a great turnout?
Yeah, they got a decent turnout. I mean, more fans are like more in the center part of this center part. I mean, they're not covering up the entire stands like Tonkawa is, but Rejoice Christian doesn't. I mean, it looks like they have a band, but it's like a very small band. But yeah, their fan base is pretty much a lot of people, and they get loud as well.
Would you say it's not quite a 2-to-1 fan base in favor of Tonkawa?
Yeah, Tonkawa, I would say, has a better fan base than Rejoice Christian.
All right, well, I think I'll check back in with you later in the game. Go ahead and check back in with us toward the end of the 3rd quarter or maybe midway through the 4th.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. That was Colin Zink there with a live report from the field after the Tonkawa touchdown. It is now Tonkawa 6, Rejoice Christian Eagles 20. It's in the 3rd quarter, 4:53 to go. Rejoice Christian 1st and 10 from their own 23 after the kickoff. Tonkawa now only down 2 touchdowns, 2 scores, 14 points. The defense can make another stand. Tonkawa can climb themselves right back into this game pretty quick. And the ball way up in the air. Incomplete pass. And that was good coverage from the sophomore, number 15 of the Buccaneers. He actually had a beat on that ball better than the receiver did, I think.
You know where I sit here, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Buccaneers might have got away with one on that one.
They didn't get tangled up right at the very end.
It was more of the arm bar and his eyes going at the wide receiver that kind of sold it for me.
There's a quick pass.
He's got the corner.
He's got the corner and the sideline down to the 40, 45, 50. And he's knocked out of bounds right about midfield. That was a quick screen pass by the Eagles.
I mean, I ain't know you had the speed like that. He's not just a tough customer between the tackles. Get him on the perimeter and show off the speed. Take a look at that. The big man picking him up and putting him down.
Tonkawa defense got to stiffen up here and not allow them into the end zone. Quarterback keeper and a flag down.
was just thinking that I've seen extra.
Might be an offensive holding. It might back Rejoice Christian up. We'll have to see what the call is.
Offense.
It is
10-yard penalty.
holding on the Eagles. 10-yard penalty makes it first down and 20 now.
Should have had a penalty. And then what is it forced against them? It'll be first down and 20 for the Eagles.
And now the Eagles on their own 32-yard line after the penalty. And looking at a first and 20. See if the Buccaneer defense can take advantage of that penalty and get the Rejoice Christian offense off the field with no points yet again. Snap, it keeps it, gets up to the 35-yard line, gets maybe 2 or 3 yards. It'll be second down and 17 for the Eagles. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
You have to be a little bit patient for them. Let those blocks develop. They're doing a good job of getting in there and forcing the issue.
Oh, and there's an offsides on the Bucs. 5-yard penalty. That'll make it second down and 12 now.
Offside. Defense. For the previous ball. Still second down.
Now makes it second down and 12
Yeah, negative yards. Can't get
for the Eagles after a defensive penalty. See if the Bucs can hold up here.
Second and 13. Comes the Nero back to pass. Leaves to his left. Comes the spy. The ball
And passes out of bounds. It'll be third down and 12 with 3:32 left in the third quarter.
Build some momentum. Goes to third and 12.
And the Bucs defense staying strong, trying to get the ball back to their offense. And the pressure again getting to the quarterback.
Joyce Brown's got
Nero.
It looks like Tonkawa fans responding with jugs with something in them, rocks in them, something in it.
It's a good question. You may need to go further investigate.
And there's a launch of the ball.
Field and
Incomplete. And that's going to be 4th and 12 for Rejoice Christian. And being up 20-6, I'm sure Rejoice will punt here and give the ball back to the Bucs. And the Bucs defense holds tight again. That's got to be the third or fourth time that the Bucs defense has stopped Rejoice Christian offense.
The wide receiver was the one who tipped that pass. It looked like the ref was saying because the back got a hand on that football, it wasn't going to be a pass interference. But I don't know.
Oh, Rejoice looks to keep their offense on the field, maybe. And if they're going to pooch punt it.
Alexander, he's going to have to hustle to get back on top.
And Alexander gets on top of it.
Wilson was down for Rejoice. Almost able to find that football. Here's another look at it.
Just trying to catch that one over the shoulder. Difficult situation and dangerous one here as he's barely able to get back on it.
And the Bucs keep possession after a muffed punt return. It's going to be 21 at the 21-yard on their own 21-yard line. The Bucs will take over. Buck offense back on the field. 3:15 to go. There's the snap and the handoff. Finds some room. Hurdles a player. And up to the 25-yard line. Be a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6. 3 minutes to go. Third quarter.
Looks like number 22 for the
Officials time out for injuries.
Oh, number 22 is still down for the Bucs, I think.
Doing a bunch of dirty work down there between the tackles for the Buccaneers.
You gotta like it when one of your teammates is the training staff. With the injury there, getting that left leg straightened out.
Looks like it was just a cramp, maybe.
Well, guys, I don't know if it's going to come into factor, but something to keep in mind. I think the wind has picked up quite a bit. I mean, it's been breezy all night, but I think coming out in the second half, it's even a little more breezy than it was earlier in the night.
Reports from in the stadium are saying that the wind is heavier now than it was when the game started.
Moving a little bit more than they were in the first half there, Josh.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
And the Buck offense
certainly would say.
trying to keep things moving as they finally got 6 on the board their last drive. They can get another 6 or another 7 on the board here. They're down 7 or 8, depending on the outcome of the extra point try.
The success is layers, lots and lots of layers.
As we get closer and closer here,
And then you feel like Tonkawa's really in it for a chance at a tie in overtime, or even maybe even a potential comeback and win.
Get a little colder this weekend, so
But Tonkawa's offense has to keep it going here. They can't have any more drives with
looks like we're fortunate that we're not
no scores.
Big hand for Keith as he is.
Another turnover on downs or another punt by Tonkawa, and it will become very difficult for this Buccaneers team to come back from the deficit they're in.
not fun.
Here we go. 2nd down and 7, Buccaneers. 2:55 on the clock.
Not having the 22 out there. Motion for Alexander. It's going to be a straight run out of the wild.
And a straight run out of their Wildcat across the 40 to 45 and down about the 47-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 Buccaneers out of the injury timeout.
Some big positive yards. We heard all about it in the pregame. Finally,
And the Buccaneer offense moving with the running game still.
Johnson is quarterback. Motion from Freeman. And Freeman has the handoff. And he's directed traffic.
Across the 50
into the clear.
and down into Rejoice Christian Eagle territory. And it's going to be enough for a 1st down and 10 Buccaneers at the 41-yard line. 2:25 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. The Buccaneer offense driving.
Those cramping issues, so we'll see if they can continue to move the ball down the field.
He's top best as a starting linebacker.
There's a handoff, and he's taken down in the backfield for a loss of 3. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 for the Buccaneers. Let's see how they respond.
Schaefer just lead step and then attacks the hole and comes down.
2:07 left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 14 as they officially mark it a loss of 4 on that play.
Johnson
Throw. Got a man.
They draw a flag. 2 receivers in the
And the flag drawn. That might be defensive pass interference. And if so, that's a big penalty and a 1st down for the Buccaneers. 1:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what the penalty is as the White Hat gets his mic queued up after talking to his crew. Holding on the defense. It's a 10-yard penalty and still 2nd down, but it's 2nd and 14. So the 10-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 4 now for the Bucs. At the 34-yard line.
Looks like the coaching staff for Tonkawa has a gripe about something.
I don't know the difference between pass interference or holding. I think the hold is the right call, right?
Let's see what Tonkawa does here. 2nd down and officially 3. There's a snap and the handoff around the edge. He gets 2 of the 3 yards. He's a yard short. So 3rd and 1, not 4th. It'll be 3rd down and 1 to go here for the Buccaneers.
Huge play in this contest. Well, just 3rd down now. I apologize.
And Tonkawa is going to take a timeout. I'm going to take one with him real quick.
The Bucs out of the line.
We're back here live. Tonkawa on a 3rd and 1 converts to a 1st and 10, and the Tonkawa offense keeps moving down the field. Now down 20-6. Wildcat and the Freeman in the Wildcat takes a snap, runs it up the middle, gets about 2 yards, and then is taken down. No, Kelby White, you are not too late. We are here and we are live doing game updates of the Tonkawa Buccaneers versus Rejoice Christian Eagles. 26 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 8 for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers finally starting to get some offensive momentum. 22 back on the field for the Bucs, and he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to be a 3rd down and 10 for the Bucs.
Yes.
And they're going to wait till the start of the 4th quarter to take that snap.
Down. Good job by the defensive line. Both of those blockers so that you can get that level.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Into the 3rd quarter, it is Rejoice Christian Eagles 20, Tonkawa Buccaneers 6. Tonkawa Buccaneer defense been keeping them in it. The Buccaneer offense driving. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We're back live here, and Colin Zink is going to join us as well. Let's welcome in Colin Zink.
Well, Casey, Tonkawa done it again. They scored another touchdown for a razzle-dazzle play.
All right, give me just a second. I'm just a little bit behind you, and I have not quite seen it. We just came back live at 3rd and 11.
Okay.
So give me just a second, and then I'll let you recap what you saw.
Says after the award ceremony, fans will have a designated time.
Here we go. A lot of shifting by the Bucs offense. And there it is. There's the throw. Ditmore Tonkawa touchdown Buccaneers. And now it's 20-12. Colin, how does it feel there in the stadium after that score?
Oh, it feels even more alive than ever, Casey. People were all cheering and getting loud. I gave a couple people some high fives, and the Bucs are coming alive, Casey. Rejoice Christian is starting to make mistakes on both sides of the ball, which is giving Tonkawa some yards. And, I mean, this is almost just like the Minko game. Tonkawa is starting to find a way to come back.
Now they're down by 8. We're still awaiting the result of the extra point on our end, so give me just a second here. That was a great job by Alexander as he gets hit as he threw the ball and still finds Ditmore, who dives around the defenders after catching it and goes right into the end zone for the touchdown. Tonkawa looks like they might be thinking about going for 2 here.
All Tonkawa on that third.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep the
Tonkawa
offense
just
on the
goes
field.
for the extra point.
Oh, nope, they're just going to go for the extra. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's back to a 1 possession game. And it is good. So they're now 20-13. How is the Tonkawa football players seem to be reacting on the sideline compared to how they were earlier?
They're reacting a little bit more better, Casey. They're more fired up. They're more confident. They're more into the game than they were. And I don't know what Coach Harmon said to them at halftime, but the cardiac Bucs are starting to get it together.
Yeah, well, and we've known this to be the case of the Tonkawa Bucs. If they come out to a slow, sluggish start, it seems like Coach Harmon has something at halftime that he says and he does. Maybe it's something him and his staff see that they wait till halftime to make that adjustment, but it always seems like they make the adjustment and they say the right words in the locker room to fire this team up and come out as a brand new ball game in the second half.
Yeah, it's looking like it's working, Casey. The Buccaneer defense can make a stop, and then it's game on. It's go time.
I'm feeling it now, even as a Bucs fan. At 20-0, I was a little like, this could be getting away from us. But then the defense makes those 2 quick turnover drives, holds the offense out of the end zone for the Eagles, and takes advantage of it and scores themselves. And now all of a sudden, they're back in it. And it looks like the fans are having a good time. I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and enjoy the game.
All right, I'll catch you
back in later in the fourth quarter. Go ahead. Yep. I was calling Zink checking in from UCO. Let him go enjoy a little bit more of the game. Tonkawa just kicked it off, and Rejoice returns it to the 26-yard line, where they will start with 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game. First down and 10 for the Rejoice Christian Eagles. 9 plays, 78 yards, 3 minutes and 23 seconds is what that Tonkawa touchdown drive took. And now if you're the Eagles, you might be biting your fingers and feeling a little nervous as the Buccaneer defense has stopped your offense twice and scored. Then the Buccaneer offense scores twice off of those defensive stops. And Tonkawa stops Goodwin for the Eagles after a very short gain. It's going to be second down and 6 after a gain of 4. Tonkawa defense has stiffened up and stood up. Tonkawa's had some issues here late in the game. 11:24 left in the fourth quarter. But it is 20-13 Joyce Christian over Tonkawa. Go ahead and mute up so I don't get copywritten, stricken, and all that good stuff by YouTube. But I'll be back shortly after this break. Back here live, KHLC Radio Network. It is 2nd down and 6, Rejoice Christian, 11:20 on the clock. Handoff again, and the Bucs make the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 2 or 3, depending on where they spot him at. As the clock ticks just under 11 minutes to go now. 3rd down and 3 to go is where they officially mark the ball. Tonkawa Bucs looking to make a defensive stand.
Which resets the offense. Top to Nero, hands it to Goodwin, and he falls forward.
And Nero falls forward for a Rejoice Christian 1st down and 10.
Watch the second effort. He puts his hands on the ground, and that second surge right there is down.
Rejoice Christian at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the game. Rolling to the left, finds the block, gets a break, and pushed out of bounds after a gain of 12. It's going to be another 1st down, Rejoice Christian.
Take a look at this. Finds the blockers. That little hesitation move there is able to elude a tackler. Gets the 1st down.
10:04 on the clock. There's the snap, the handoff, and he's immediately wrapped up. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. There's 9 minutes, 45 seconds to go on the clock. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Eagles were up at one point, 20-0 going into the locker room. Going to the locker room at halftime, they were up 20-0, and then Tonkawa has now scored 2 straight touchdowns unanswered, making it 20-13. And now the defense looking to make another stand. Okweze breaks tackle and goes into the end zone. And touchdown, Eagles. Makes it 26-13. Just like that, it's a 2-possession ball game again. And it's going to rely heavily on the Tonkawa defense to make some stands late for Tonkawa to get themselves back into it.
Just take a look at that. Just a nice little stiff arm, and then just shows off the speed on the sideline, outrunning angles, and getting into the end zone. When this Rejoice Eagles offense desperately
that had to have deflated the Tonkawa faithful just a little bit after not being able to get the defensive stand that was needed.
Extra point snap is good, and that kick is good. And
it's 27-13. It's a 14-point game. Rejoice Christian with 9:17 to go in the game See if Tonkawa Buccaneer offense can make a drive and make it quick and get some points on the board to draw themselves back within 7. We're going to take a quick break. Back here live. Rejoice Christian just scored on a nice pass play. Receiver breaks a few tackles and gets into the end zone. 6 plays, 72 yards, 2 minutes, 38 seconds, capped off by an Okwueezy 46-yard touchdown reception. 27-13 now, the score, 9:17 remaining in the game. Buccaneers getting ready to receive the kickoff. It's short, caught at the 30 and taken up to the 36-yard line. Going to give the Buccaneers decent field position to start with. The Bucs offense needs to score here, and they need to do it fairly quickly so that they have a chance to keep themselves in the game. We saw a comeback attempt earlier in the Class A Division II title game between the Hominy Bucs, Bucks Bucks, and the Talahena Golden Tigers. The Golden Tigers at one point were up 19-0. And Hominy came back in that game, but Talahena pulled it off 26-20 for Talahena to take home the title in Class A Division II. The Bucs are driving. They get just across midfield with a handoff up the middle. 1st and 10 Bucs with 8:35 to go.
Yeah, I think it's a
Tonkawa Bucs offense running the ball much better in the second half than they did in the first half. The first half they had a whole 75 yards rushing, and in the third quarter they had 130 yards total offense. Second down for the Bucs is a short run. First down for the Bucs is a short run. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Bucs. Second down and 8, up and coming for the Bucs. 7:47 and counting on the clock. Left to go in the game. Bucs still taking a little bit of time. Drops back pass. It's caught at the 45, 44-yard line. And momentum stopped at the 44. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bucs.
To just sniff that out. It's just a quick little tight end screen. He had a man-to-man. That's just a good job to the guys on the keys making a play.
7:15 and counting now to go on the clock for the Bucs. 3rd and 6.
6 to go.
From the Eagle 45-yard line. Brett Marley and the Eagles take a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a break with them. We'll see if the Tonkawa Buccaneer offense continues to drive after this break. Back here live, KHLC Radio Network.
We'll have 2 more ball games tomorrow, and they're going to be good ones. The Diane Wolverines and the Adair Warriors will play at noon tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we will have Jones and Washington, the Class 2A Division I state championship. Washington going for a 4-peat.
Tomorrow night's game in 2A, Washington versus Jones. Washington going for a 4-peat of state champions.
Keeps the ball after the handoff, and he drops it in the open field, and it's picked up by Joyce. Johnson just dropped the ball, and Luke Schaefer was there to pick it up. And the Eagles have the football back.
And Tonkawa just turned it over, and the Eagles take it back.
Fumbles that you just can't figure out what happened. You're just running with the football, and it just slips out. I don't know if it's the long sleeves. I don't know if it's the way he was holding the football or the move he tried to make, but it just slipped out.
Arms, maybe.
It didn't look like it looked like he had it in that right hand the whole time.
Now the Tonkawa defense has to stand firm and get the ball back fairly quickly here for Tonkawa to still have a chance. It's still only a 2-possession game with 6:57 left to go in the game.
And Josh just was.
But that was
it just slipped out.
Unlucky fumble
Goodwin takes
for the
handoff
Bucs.
for the Eagles, and he's pushed back. So this Tonkawa defense is being asked
But the defense
to come out there and get
holds
stopped.
on first down to be second down
We'll try
and
to take some
8.
time off of this clock with a 2-possession lead.
6:40 to go.
That's not a bad idea. A couple of running plays to kind of salt this thing away. Don't want to get too aggressive here. State championship game. Lead.
Go sideline telling their offense, slow it down. Work that clock.
Play clock is now at 7. Handoff goes to Goodwin again.
And he's stuffed
So this
on the
Tonkawa
run up the
defense
middle. It's
is
third down and
game.
probably about 5 now. Third and 6, they call it.
Well, with his final game of his career.
See if the Bucs hold strong here on third down and cause a pooch punt.
What should we do?
We should find a way to get the ball up the field.
He is kind of standing down here a little lonesome,
You know,
5:38 and counting to go for the in the fourth quarter here in the game.
Really taking the time. And the play clock, 5:31 to go. And I think they may have almost taken too much time. The Eagles are going to burn a timeout to avoid a penalty.
The Eagles burn a timeout to avoid a penalty. We'll see if Tonkawa can come up with a stop after we take this short little break here. If they take a break, we'll take one with them. If they don't, we'll stay here live.
It's been a heck of a ball game. It started off with a big play from Rejoice Christian. Alex Yorman, the sophomore, took the opening kickoff 89 yards to the house. The first half was all Rejoice. They led it 20-0.
Funny, they're making the announcement about field access and how there will be limited or no field access after the game in an attempt to try to stop fans from rushing the field after the championship.
Got them within 7. And then a 48-yard reception. ZZ Oklahoma has put Rejoice back up by 2 scores, 27-13 here now. Third down and 6 to go.
and you can see the offense coming out of the huddle, getting ready to line up. The lazy is going to that boundary side, that short side.
They stayed with it live the whole time. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here for the Eagles, just beyond midfield at the 47-yard line. And he's taken down immediately. And it's going to be 4th down and 6 with 5:18 to go.
Down now, 4th down. Jackson Thompson, the defensive line with a good play.
I don't know if I like that decision making by Compton Nero, that pitch option play. You can see the ways he's going in orbit motion. That's motion behind the quarterback. and it looked like he was, kind of covered up dead to right. Was the quarterback nowhere to go with that? Might as well pitch it and see what happens and what they can make happen with it.
It's just the third punt. Tonkawa was coming after that one. Somehow Contanero got off a great one, and it lands at the 10 and takes a rejoice bounce inside the 10 to the 6. So the Buccaneers,
4.5 minutes, 4:33 to go in the game. Tonkawa down 2 scorers with the ball in their possession.
Nero's a big kid. That was a
If Tonkawa can score quickly and come up with another stop, they might have a shot, but they're going to have to take some shots downfield to some of their receivers
High snap
and try to get some receivers open in order for that to happen at this point. Looks like Rejoice Christian on their way to a repeat title and their second football title in state history or in school history, and both in state class 2 or class A division 1.
Johnson just got back the pass. Got a man chasing him, and he's away. Just to get rid of him.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bucs after throwing that one away. He did have a receiver in the area, so no fear of intentional grounding. Live to play another day. 4:26 on the clock. Buccaneers down 27-13.
Set up a pick. So quarterback is right to throw that ball away in that situation. 1v1.
2nd and 10 for the
Second
Bucs.
down, 10 to go for the Bucs.
Take the snap.
Low snap. Johnson takes it. He's got a screen, but they're all over that screen. And again, I think he's just going to have to throw this one away. A lot of clutter in there.
He was outside of the
Choice.
tackle box.
Quarterback.
It's 3rd and 10
They decided to pass the football back to back
for the Bucs.
plays in their own territory like this. I mean, I know the clock's winding down and you did a couple of chunk plays, but I thought they would at least give their offense a little bit of breathing room before they started throwing the ball downfield like this.
Rejoice sideline wanting intentional grounding and a safety. They can get it and think they're getting it.
Intentional grounding in the end zone. Safety.
And they give them an intentional grounding and a safety in the end zone.
The officials.
I mean, 29-13 is the score.
Not get set up at the very beginning.
Hey, Mark, quick question. I didn't think there was any intentional grounding in high school. I thought they changed that rule 2 years ago.
Thought he was out of the pocket there.
Yeah, he was out of the pocket.
Trenton Arnold is not very happy with this. He's wanting an explanation. And the official's going to come over and talk to him. He's already asking, what is the rule? So Armin's pleading his case. See if he's able to be successful on this.
It was such a late call. It seemed like the Rejoice sideline, kind of the lobbying for it, kind of pushed him over the edge a little bit. They were calling for it right away.
Yeah.
Can they pick this up? Is it too late? Do you guys know?
I mean, they can pick it up because another play hasn't happened yet. And this is, I mean, normally you don't see flags picked up in this situation, but I mean, it's likely that this one is picked up. I mean, especially the way Coach Harmon is throwing out the referees, and it's a possibility. Let's take a look and see if he was out of that tackle box. Because you can see that angle right there. We don't have a good look at it, but let's try and slow it down a little bit and see.
It's like Tonkawa's offense coming
That's a
back.
quick view. Quarterback was outside the free blocking zone. The ball got past the line of scrimmage, so we have an incomplete pass.
There you go.
Is is given here to this officiating crew to be able to talk this one through. And
Third down.
yeah, looking at the replay,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. He's outside of that tackle box.
So he was outside of the tackle box. It wasn't an intentional grounding. The ball got past the end zone.
He kind of leaves it, especially when he enters that
Outside
seam.
the hash mark.
Yeah, he's definitely outside of it.
All right, so third down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Bucs.
You take the 2 points off the scoreboard. Johnson steps up, breaks a couple of tackles, and pushes it past the 10. Did he lose the football? Rejoice has it. Was he down? Waiting for the call here. The officials involved in another one. They're going to say he's down.
Let's take another look again. Steps up into the pocket.
He gets up to the 10-yard line, but no further.
And the idle's out.
I think the ball's out.
It's going to be 4th down.
Ooh, I think that Max Eichmann knew it as he ripped that ball away from Johnson.
Yeah, that ball was out. Take another look. And then you can pause right here. Right there. See the ball's coming out?
No, not
Right there.
necessarily.
His knee is not down. Take a look right there.
Very close. 4th down and 6. Flag on the play, and they blow it dead.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat forward.
How? How is it?
It was the longest time. Play. But it will cross Tonkawa. 5
Whatever.
yards and push it back to 4th and 11. No thought of
We have Mr. Colin Zink with us.
Which is 3:28 to go.
Hello, Colin. I still have it at 4th and 11 Bucs.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Casey.
Throws.
You're a little behind, but Rejoice Christian scored another touchdown, and we got Buck fans leaving the stadium right now.
Yeah, it kind of makes a little bit of sense. They went for it on 4th down there and didn't get it at the 10-yard line, so it wouldn't have taken Rejoice much to score from that point. So, and with that score, that would put it at 35 or 33, 34 to 13. And a 3-score game at 3:22 to go or 3:20 to go.
3 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah,
All but over.
no, game's not over yet, but it's starting to look a little grim for Tonkawa. I mean,
Down 21.
He is falling
Into the end zone. There it is. There's the touchdown.
Joyce puts it into the first play.
earlier when Tonkawa's quarterback fumbled the ball, I could see him on the sidelines kind of beating himself up, and one of the coaches came over and basically just telling him that he's all right and to shake it off. But I think when Rejoice Christian went up 27-13, that's when Tonkawa just started to, wind down and started to think, okay, well, we're not going to come out with this with a win.
Yeah. And
Unsportsman. Says the celebration on the big one. On offense.
Thank you.
yeah,
But-
referee not quite sure what he's doing sometimes, I think, but okay. Yeah, so Rejoice Christian going to come away with their second football title in school history, and the second great Class A Division I state title that they've won, as they won it last year over Hooker, 35-14. So the score last year and the score this year looking very much the same, and very much in the same favor of Rejoice Christian, as Rejoice Christian will be back-to-back state
And
champions.
this kick touched off.
Yeah,
Caden Duval.
It's tough to see the Bucs fall like this after all they've been through, and what they had to do to fight their way to get here. But overall, it was a good turnaround for the Bucs. Last season they went I believe maybe 6-6, and this year they're 12-1. So they'll be back possibly next season, I think.
Well, I was going to say, I think this new coaching staff and this new regime is marking a turning point for Buck football, and the Buccaneers are only going to continue to make deep runs into the playoffs and continue to make appearances in state championships from here on out for years to come, as long as they can keep developing the young players like they had in the past.
Yeah. But Tonkawa is always going to have a good football program. Excited to see what they do next season, and that's going to do it for me from here, Casey. And I'm going to start getting out of here to try to beat traffic.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap this up myself. So you have a good night and have a safe drive home.
All right, thank you.
Yep. That was Colin Zink live from UCO for tonight's Oklahoma Class A high school football, Class A Division I state championship football game. That last drive, one play, 5 yards, 8 seconds, a 5-yard TD run by Goodwin puts the game away 34-13. Tonkawa Buccaneers come up short. Rejoice Christian takes home. There's still 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the game. But Rejoice Christian up 21, going to take home their second straight Class A Division I Oklahoma State football title and the second in the school history. So Rejoice Christian looking to establish themselves as a dominance in Class A Division I. We'll see if it continues next year, as some of these seniors will graduate and they might have a younger team next season. Tonkawa Bucs will definitely rebuild, reload, and refire next year and try to get back into the title game and try to bring another title home to Tonkawa, still in search of number 8. As so far, the Tonkawa Buccaneers have 7 state championships in Oklahoma high school football. But for me, with 3:14 left to go in the game, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and go get me some dinner because I'm hungry. So I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for joining me. Case Cox here, KHLC Radio Network.
The ball was touched before it went out of bounds.